Hello everyone, and welcome to Mutant Year Zero. So this game is again a bit different from a lot of the games that I've been playing recently, but I think it's right up my alley. So it's sort of been described as what happens if XCOM meets Fallout, and certainly seems that way to me. I'm getting very big Wasteland vibes playing around with this. And so it's a tactics game with real-time sort of overmap movement, but when you get encountered, it zooms into turn-based tactics combat, XCOM style. So it's said very much like Wasteland, and it's set in a post-apocalyptic nightmare world where everyone is these mutants that we see here. Does seem to be very story driven. I've only played a little bit of it so far, just sort of the prologue tutorial bit, just to get a bit of a hang of the game, a bit of a feel of what's going on. But let's jump in, start a new game, and let's go through this together. In terms of difficulty, it says that very hard is the intended experience, and it's also for people who are experienced with tactics games. I've played a lot of XCOM, probably too much XCOM, a fair bit of things like Wasteland as well, so I'm quite happy with the idea of tactics games. We've got a nice big range of difficulty here. The main thing this seems to do is you don't get any health regenerating automatically after combat. So instead, you're going to have to keep an eye on health kits and things are going to be really useful. I'm not going to go for Iron Mutant. This is that Iron Man no save mode, just since this is my first playthrough, but I'm quite happy going very hard.
Another day, another mission, risking our necks for the Ark. You know, I ask myself, Dux, why are you out here? And
you know why. The Ark's water pump is broken again, and Hammond said he needs more scrap to fix it.
yeah, well, we'd do it a lot better if he'd sent us somewhere with actual scrap to find.
Why do you have to be so annoying? Come on, we gotta head back before Prep closes for the night.
So here we are, and
Trust me,
here's
I'm
our
not
two
annoying.
characters.
Shut the hell up.
Want to see annoying? I can show you annoying.
What's wrong with you? We're in the zone. Keep your eyes open and...
Mouth shut. Yeah, you only told me that 9,000 times already, Borman.
So we're just heading back here, and I've got our two guys. We've got Borman, who's this warthog type mutant, and then we've got Dux, the duck.
Look at this. Beautiful. Just beautiful. This scrap's gonna make us heroes back at the Ark.
So scrap seems to be the main currency here, and we find this on the map. So although there's maybe a sort of very linear path leading you from A to B, if you go off the beaten track, it seems like you can find a lot more scrap, so exploring really seems worth it.
Not just any mutants. Stalkers. Tight muscles. Good meat. I smell them too. Where there's stalkers, there's Ark. Where there's Ark, there's killing time for Skizix and Treble. Oh, they're close. Close, close, close. Over there. Come, brother. I'm on their trail.
So, these nice chappies. And just to demonstrate, let's blunder straight into the middle.
Get over here! You little tricksy scammer!
So, that one we just blundered straight into the middle of them. Next encounter will show a bit more sneaky. But as soon as you do get into combat, it becomes very, very XCOM style. Each character gets 2 actions each, a sort of combat action will consume their entire turn. So if I shoot or throw a grenade, that ends the turn immediately. But I can move and shoot, and do something like reload and shoot, that's all fine. Otherwise very cover based, again very XCOM, Wastelandy. We've got high cover and low cover. Right here all of these are low cover, which gives us a minor boost to defense. High cover gives us a huge one. And a very nice feature here is wherever I'm ending my movement, it gives me a preview of which enemies I can see with a little line, and gives me a percentage hit chance, so I know exactly what the stats are going to be like. It is all percentage based, dice rolls in the background. Again, very much XCOM-y, very much. I'm sure there's going to be some really high percentage hits that miss, and that's just the way of things. So I'm going to run around the back here so this guy's not in cover since I'm aiming around the corner. And then this guy here is got a shotgun, very good, short range, and finishes him nicely.
Not so bad.
And again, just like XCOM, comparisons are going to come very often here. I can sprint to take both movements in one and get a little bit further. So this guy's hiding around here. I can get a sort of angle on him, but I don't get a decent line of fire because the back of that plane is in the way. So instead I'm going to sprint over here into high cover. And should probably point out that this is a bit like XCOM and similar things, in that the combat that you can see isn't all the enemies on the map, and you absolutely can blunder into other enemies or make a big noise and attract other enemies. And so a big part of this seems to be sort of picking your fights, making sure you take down one group and not getting involved in too much. So blindly sprinting probably is not the best idea. This is a nice early area, so I'm quite happy with it. So I'm going to get Ducks here. He's got 100% flanking shot on this guy.
Bingo!
They had it coming.
Nice and easy.
Never seen ghouls this far south before. They're getting closer to the Ark every day. Something's up, Borman.
Let's grab the nice little weapon mod here, something that can set enemies on fire. Can't do anything with that here, we have to head back to the Ark, which is the sort of hub base.
We saw one of these things once. Filled with zone dogs, right? Oof. The ancients sure knew how to build big pieces of garbage.
So you can see here, we've got some hidden scrap just around the corner, so again, exploring pays. Can at any time hold Q and it points me in the vague direction I'm supposed to be going in, but exploring seems good. Let's get as much cash as we can. We are playing on hard, very hard difficulty, so let's make sure that we get ourselves best equipped.
We got ourselves some ghouls. One of them looks like he ate a ghoul. We better get into ninja mode. Listen, turn off your flashlight. If we sneak by the water, they won't see us.
So rather nice and organically, all you need to do to enter the sneaky mode is left click and you turn off your flashlight, and they go into slow moving sneak mode.
I will rip off their tiny stalker arms and beat their faces till they die! Faces too ugly to beat. No one wants a stalker. Give me the stalkers. Let them come. Where are you? Ark don't even love stalkers.
As I was saying last time, had the Piggy Man in control, and so he gave the sneak tutorial brief.
The Ark's up ahead. Home, sweet home.
Oh, I'm gonna kiss that elevator when I see it. Get upstairs, take a bath, get a grog with the boys, get another grog with the boys, foot massage. Ah, it's gonna be great.
A campsite. Looks like a family lived here. Lived here and died here.
Nothing like a bunch of skeletons to put your mind at ease.
Got some medkits, so we can use them out of combat and they fully heal our stalkers. And remember, on this difficulty level we don't heal between combats, so damage does really matter. Ooh, and I found a broken gun here. So that gives us weapon parts, which is another currency, specifically one used for upgrading the weapons. It's one thing that I do like the look of so far with this, is that it seems like the weapons are really upgradable, so it's not just about finding the new shiny weapon and abandoning your old ones, but if you find a weapon that really works for you, you can keep improving it. Don't know how scalable that is, if you can take the weapons we currently have to the end game, but we'll just have to see. Still, it's nice getting some longevity out of a weapon you find particularly fun or really matches your playstyle. Always nice to see random skulls on spikes.
There's a cabin up ahead. Definitely feel a ghoul vibe coming off of it.
So we run in, guns blazing?
Too dangerous. If we're sneaky, we can get into a good position. A good position keeps us alive. Turn off your flashlight.
So let's use sneaky mode.
Hungry! I says we take the Ark. Taste the mutants. Love me some mutants. There we go! Rip their
Okay,
hearts.
spread out.
Crush their... Hey! You hear that? You hear that noise? I hear my stomach. Hungry! Kill!
So I'm positioning one guy over there. So I've seen this little tower up here. Seems like a pretty nice sniper spot. And I can enter ambush mode. So right now combat hasn't actually started yet. We're initiating it, I can still move around, but if I get too close or make a big noise, it will alert them. Now I can only see these guys, one guy's out of range, but I'm going to take a shot at this one.
So good!
And surprisingly, the enemy heard us there. That's quite nice. I didn't notice I didn't actually play around with hiding before, so I set this guy to hide just so he'd stay where he is. I can keep him where he is if I want to hide him there for longer, or I can activate him now. So that seems quite an interesting way to spring traps. You can spring with some of your people, but not all of them necessarily, which is quite fun. So right now he's out of range, so I'm going to jump over the wall. Take cover just there. He's been caught sneaking, so this guy knows where he is. Probably not going to kill him. And in fact missed altogether.
Stupid stalkers! The bird! Hit him! Come here, filthy mutant! Come here! Getcha!
And I can pick which guy I want to control, so it's not set order like in Wasteland. It's just you take all of your turns, the enemy takes all of their turns. Now the downside of the crossbow is that it's a one-shot weapon, but I can reload without moving. I'll have a go. There we go.
Sorry about that.
Great work!
Coin flip gets that guy killed. And let's run up, point blank range, shotgun to the face. Okay, so Borman's bleeding out in a few turns. That's not ideal, nor is the fact that I can't work out how to get this guy off the hill. Head down, reload. I'm just going to hope this hits. Nope.
Need you good!
I can switch over to my alternate weapon.
Bye-bye.
Hope. Yep, that does save him. So, okay, if the bleed out goes to 0 turns, as long as you win that turn, it automatically saves them. That's very useful to know. Okay, so we've leveled up here. And so we get some stat points that we can use to unlock these. So we've got a whole range of mutations here, which are like swap in and outable abilities, and they depend on the character. So Borman here has very different abilities to Dux. And we have stat upgrades, which are permanent stat boosts, and again they depend on the character. So Dux here, his stat upgrades are increasing his HP and increasing his movement. Borman's on the other hand are all increasing his HP. So we've got 2 points. Not sure what's best here. I quite like the idea of using Dux here as a sniper with that sort of stealth crossbow. And so Skull Splitter here as a ability seems quite useful. Increases crit chance on a shot at the cost of accuracy, so if you know you're going to hit, you can make sure that it's a deadly hit. That leaves us with a point, which we can spend on health. Borman, on the other hand, we have either health, or we can get this one. Run and gun seems pretty good. If we've got one sniper, let's have one sort of assault sergeant. He's a shotgun wielder after all. And so this enables him to sprint after the enemy and then take a shot. So you can move far, really good flanking. And I can hop over to inventory, and we see here that we've also equipped those. But I can only have one of each of these shapes. So I've got these minor mutations. There's also passive mutations and major mutations. You can just have one of each, but I think you can easily swap them in and out. I did take quite a bit of damage there, so let's use our medkit. And now just to loot the bodies. Cool, so we've got an artifact, and we can trade this in to buy extra upgrades. In this case we've got a boombox.
Look at this beauty. The ancients left a lot of ugly junk behind, but once in a while you see something like this. Wonder what these buttons are for.
I wouldn't touch it if I were you. I'm not kidding around. Lay off the buttons.
What's up your butt?
That's a bomb, all right. They used to call it a boombox. Touch that red button, and it goes boom.
Don't be pretending you know what any of this crap is. We'll bring it back to the Ark and show it to Prip. Ask him what it's worth on the black market.
Excellent. So Dax thinks boomboxes are literal. I picked up a hand grenade there. So grenades in this are consumable items. I think one of my guys has a smoke grenade, one of them has a Molotov. And we can use them in combat, but they're just one-shot items.
Let's get this open.
Cool, so we found a weapon chest here. It gives us this gaper. So, fancy shotgun. So compared to the current equipped scattergun, this is a little bit more damage, a little bit less on the crit damage, less crit percent, less ammo, but it also comes back with destroy cover and knock back enemies, and so I think that's going to be quite worth it here. Give that up close and personal guide, just a lot of base damage, don't worry about crit, just make sure that when he hits, they're going down. Yeah, and on to the next area.
Of course the world ends. You did it to us. When the ice melted, you said nothing. When the plague spread, you did nothing. When the nukes dropped, you became nothing. At least that's what the Elder says. But cheer up. You'll be happy to know that despite your mistakes, life remains. In a small settlement high above a raging river, people are living and thriving. We call it the Ark. The Ark is humanity's last outpost, a lonely island in an ocean of chaos. Within these walls, we help each other create a new civilization on the ruins of the old one, with the guidance of our leader, the Elder. The Elder tells us we're safe as long as we never leave, because outside these walls lies the Zone, the never-ending wasteland. A mass grave spanning the planet, littered with your crumbling monuments to your hubris and arrogance. What the Elder chooses not to tell us is our food and water supplies are running dangerously low. That's why he relies on stalkers, adventurers who leave the Ark, explore the Zone, and scavenge for precious resources. Stalkers are tough enough to resist the rot, and they got the smarts and the firepower to keep the Zone ghouls at bay. Stalkers have to be more than human. That's me, Mr. More Than Human, aka a mutant. I look weird to you, but hey, you look weird to me. So let's leave it at that. If the Stalkers come back from the Zone alive, the Ark survives another day. If the Stalkers don't come back, the legacy of mankind will be lost forever. At least, that's what the Elder says. Home sweet home. The elevator's up ahead.
So nice ominous bits of backstory there. So climate change, global pandemic, and nuclear war. Well, right now at time of recording, it's 2022. We've had 2 of those, so well, let's hope the other doesn't come to pass. It's interesting that in this world these guys are still considering themselves to be the legacy of mankind, and they're very, very much not mankind.
Whoa, hold up. Got two ghouls hiding over there. Think they want to hitch a ride on our elevator. Forget that. Let's sneak around and see if there's any others.
Okay. You can see that little detection radius there.
Box opens. We go in the box. Box goes in the Ark. We take their food, we take their guns. Mutants in the Ark. Too many, too many. Mutants are weak. We kill some fast, we kill some slow. But we kill them all! Box is coming. We kill them all!
Briefly saw someone off in that direction. So I'll sneak around here as well. Okay, so one of the other stalkers was trying to find whatever a working spark machine is on top of a iron serpent in the scrap ruins. Don't know where any of that is. And led the ghouls back here. Got another Molotov. And there's another guy. Okay, I can just jump off buildings. That's good to know. More stuff in that building, but I just want to get this patrolling guy first. There he is. Some of them are over here. Another two there. I prefer it if they weren't so close. I want to engage them one at a time. Let's just pull back for now. And then since we initiated combat, we can end it because they don't know we're here yet. Sneak around to here, should get a really nice shot on this guy. The crossbow is silent, so hopefully...
I'm the death-dealing, soul-stealing, stalking machine, baby.
Yep, that's not triggered combat. Gather up. This guy is now isolated, so I can hunt him down. Let's come a little bit closer.
Ow!
Sorry about that.
There we go.
Come back here.
So that's two of them down. The only two I've seen moving. I'm just going to finish looting the building and we'll deal with the original two that we saw.
Yeah, prize time.
Excellent. I got a snazzy visor used in the poker stealth conflict. I do love the flavor text in this so far. So that increases weapon range. So let's chuck that on our sniper. He looks very dashing. So I can get on the roof of this one as we did previously, but I don't think I can get from the roof to get a good angle on these two. That's what I can do. Move ducks here, gives him a 100% shot on this guy.
They dropped one of us!
I've entered actual combat, but this guy still has his turn, so I could enter run and gun to charge right over here And shotgun to the face.
Who else wants some?
Regroup. I don't like the ghouls being this close to the Ark. Quick, inside the elevator, so we can get to safety.
Right. We leveled up. They both gained 1 point. Ducks can't afford anything. Need 2 for movement boost, or 4 and 7 for these. The Bowman, we can give him a little bit of extra health, so let's do that. 1 extra health doesn't seem too many, but health is quite low, so a little bit extra, especially if he's going to be our front guy. And found another weapon mod. Let's grab this bit of loot. And shiny thing over here.
Let's see what's inside.
Armour. Armour definitely seems good to put on our up-front tanky guy. Don't know precisely what the effect armour is, but it gives him extra health if nothing else. Alright. To the Ark.
The Elder meets us at the elevator. He says he doesn't have a second to lose. The mission's too important. Our mission, he says, is a man. And that man is Hammond. Everyone in the Ark knows Hammond, respects him. He's our lead, gearhead, going farther into the zone than anybody else, bringing back the machines that help us survive. He knows how to keep those machines running, how to fix them when they fall apart. Hammond keeps the Ark's heart beating. The Elder says 3 nights ago Hammond took his team of stalkers and headed north, not telling anyone why. They haven't come back. I've never seen the Elder this shaken before. It scares me. He tells us Hammond has a remote cabin in the north that could yield some clues to his location. Me and Ducks never patrolled that far before, but the Elder says he has faith in us. He believes in us. So, this mission we accept. Go to Hammond's cabin, search for clues, then find Hammond and bring him back alive. The fate of the Ark depends on it.
Okay, so we've got our first proper mission. But before then, let's just go around the Ark. So let's check in the Elder.
My home will always be a haven to you, brave stalkers. After your journeys, pay me a visit, and I'll offer you some guidance, perhaps a story, to help you become wise and strong.
So I don't know exactly what that does. It might just be a quest giver. But we'll certainly
Thank
see.
you for letting this old man ramble. Go in peace, stalkers.
Check in with Delta's fix bit.
Want to know how this goes down? For the right price, I fix and upgrade your shitty gear. Any questions?
And so here we can upgrade our weapons. Hovering over them shows who they're equipped on right now. So no one's got scattergun. Don't know if we can sell it or anything. There's a D for dismantle. Oh yeah, so we can scrap it for extra weapon components. So let's do that. We're not using that one anymore. We've got straight, what I'm considering a straight upgrade. We do have some interesting things. So we just don't have enough to upgrade this weapon. It would increase its damage and crit damage. It can be upgraded twice, but we can put on a scope here, giving us extra range, which again, really wanting this. He's now got huge range on this crossbow, so he's a kind of sniper. Now the other module is this sort of flamethrower module. I don't think I want that on ducks. I think putting that on Borman's going to be better. So extra crit damage, but mainly putting it on for a large chance to burn enemies. Again, still can't upgrade his. Pistol is already upgraded, as is that one. Check the bar.
After a killer day in the zone, you know you can always come to Prips for some high-quality grog. You want to get loaded? Order a shot. No butane, no bleach, only natural ingredients. I also dabble in a little, antiquity trading. So if you find any cool artifacts out in the Wasteland, bring them to me and I might give you something in return. Comprende?
So we got one artifact point from the boombox that we picked up, and these give us entire group upgrades. So we can extend the bleed out time by a couple turns, get extra grenade slots, or get a discount in the shop. They all sound really quite useful. I think I'll go for the discount. Seems like something that's going to pay back if we get that early. So let's check in with Irida's shop.
You know the drill. Stalkers want gear that keeps them alive. I, Iridia, provide the gear. See anything you like, just let me know. There is one rule. Don't ever pull my chain. If you pull my chain, I'll feed your ding-dongs to a zone wolf. Got that? Beautiful. Happy shopping.
Right, so she sells a range of things. We can afford the pipe gun now. Thanks to our discount, can just afford it. But I'm not sure if I really want that. It's not silenced. It does look like a really good sniper gun for ducks. I kind of like him having the crossbow. Thinking we may need medkits going forward. We're down to one, so I'm going to pick up a couple of medkits.
Safe travels.
Okay, so that seems to be everything we can do here, so the next thing to do is to head out into the zone then and go try and track down Hammond. But I think we're going to leave that for another episode, and so I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. This seems like very much my kind of game. Really interesting to see how it goes together with some real missions. If you did enjoy, do consider leaving a like and commenting. I'll certainly be doing more of this, whether or not I do this as a YouTube series or just in my own time. It's kind of up to how popular this is. But either way, I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, cheers.